Hey friends, so there's going to be two different lessons here on saving out your files, and one is on static save outs and one is on motion save outs. So I'm going to show you static save outs right now. We can use Instagram posts, for example. So for saving out something that is going to be a static image, that is like an Instagram post, a Facebook post, a LinkedIn cover, a Facebook cover, like anything that doesn't have motion in it, you want to choose, you can choose a PNG or a JPEG. I tend to go with PNGs. They just tend to be easier to use. And if you ever need to, it gives you the option to do a transparent background. And I'll show you in just a minute why that may or may not be helpful. If you're saving out like a document, as far as like a freebie that you might give to clients or a course handout, you can do a PDF. If you ever need to send it to print, you can add crop marks and a bleed. That would be like a special situation, and you should talk to your printer before you do this, so you can make sure that you're getting them the file that they need. So that's something that you can do. Like I said, you have a cheat sheet with PNG and JPEGs. Either one of these are going to be fine for you. JPEGs always have a background, so if you ever are in need of saving out, say, a logo, you've created a logo here in Canva because you didn't have something when we started this course, and now you've created something and it's beautiful and you need to share it with the world. You need to put it on some letterhead or something, and you need to save out your logo file. What I would do is I would start with a slide canvas here in Canva, and then I would resize it, make it fit the space a little bit more. So like I would just bring down the height on this, and then when you're ready, you can save out your logo as a PNG, and just make sure that the transparent background is checked, because then it means it won't have a background attached to it. Otherwise, it will save out with this big white block around it, and you won't be able to overlay it on top of other things without that white block being there. I have found in the past, I'm not sure, it's kind of a hit or miss situation. Sometimes JPEGs work better on Facebook for like profile images and things like that, and Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of those, they don't like anything with a transparent background. So if you are saving out a design for that, I would just suggest creating a design that is specific to the size of whatever platform that is. So you can always search for like LinkedIn cover image or banner or like search for the size that you need, create the design at the size that you need, and then just save it out. Yeah, so you can do, again, PNG, JPEGs, PDF, if you're doing handouts or something like that. I don't see a need for SVG, in that the only time I'm actually using SVG files is if I've created a design elsewhere and I've brought it into Canva and I want it to be editable by color. That's when I use SVGs, and I'm only really using it in Canva. Sometimes you might want to use that for the web, but for the most part, I'm not doing that, so I wouldn't worry about that. So this is how you would save out for static images. You can also, if you want to, let's see, if you have created a slide deck here in Canva, I found an easy way to save that out is to, where did it just go? Oh, it's probably not going to let me. In this like 3-dot section, you can obviously like save this out to your actual accounts if you have them loaded. But if you've created a slide deck here in Canva, you can save it out. It'll give you the option when it's the size of a slide. It'll save it out as a PowerPoint presentation, and if you save it out as a PowerPoint presentation and bring that into Google Slides, it'll maintain editability. And so unless you have a font that Google Slides can't read, that's a really nice way to take slides from Canva, if that's an easier way for you to design, and bring it into Google Slides and make it editable. That's just like one random quick tip that's kind of a static save out. But it's a workaround that I've used for clients pretty successfully. So in the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to save out for motion, because that is kind of a different story. And then we will be all done.